Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we're back with another exciting episode of Silent Hunter 5. First off, I want to apologize for the lack of videos this weekend. I was not feeling that well, and I decided, in my infinite wisdom, that, yes, there is an area of operations down there. Perfect. So yeah, I decided in my infinite wisdom that I should, instead of sit back and record some videos while I'm coughing and sneezing and just generally blowing snot everywhere, it would be best for everyone if I just waited till I was feeling a bit better. I'm feeling a bit better. So there we go. Now to make up for it, I am going to try. This is me saying I'm going to make an attempt. This is not a promise or anything like that, but I am going to try to do a full week of Silent Hunter videos. So starting today and going till potentially Sunday. I'd like to get a Silent Hunter 5 video out every day. So we'll see if that's going to be possible. Actually, no, we don't need to worry about that. What we're going to do is start heading south, and I figure I've got enough fuel here to make it to Dakar. We'll pull in about here, so we can gauge if we'll need to drop into Casablanca or not, but I don't think we will. I think we'll have plenty of fuel, because we're sitting at what? 89%? Oh, yeah. We'll be able to make it down to Dakar without issue. We'll get resupplied, fill up the tanks, get ourselves a new load of torpedoes, and then go have some fun in the Central Atlantic, where it's going to be warmer than the North Atlantic. So, I mean, it's August, so it doesn't really matter. But, aren't you guys excited? A little bit nicer location. We're heading back to Africa, gentlemen. Should be a fun time. We'll just go ahead and plot the course.
320.
Making sure, of course, that we don't run aground.
New waypoint, course 331.
And that should keep us nice and safe. We can probably cut that down to something like that. And that'll be good. Alright, so the plan, obviously, is to sink these guys. Sink all we can down there, all we can up here if we need to. And then that'll give us another 2. That'll give us another 2. So then we're only one mission away from actually having to complete anything. If only I'd finished that U-boat training, then we'd be done. And we'd have tons of time to do whatever we want until the mission's over. No, I guess we've got November, it's August, so we don't have too much time left. What else can I talk about? I saw some comments way back on older videos wondering why I always go traveling around at half speed ahead. Because, and I'll quote the game, it's a very good balance between speed and fuel battery consumption. The speed setting is best used when traveling long distances on the surface, or when in need of an extra knot or two while submerged. So the reason why I travel at speed 3 is so I don't burn through tons of fuel while I'm going places. And with my engine upgrades too, you know, we're pulling 11 knots, and theoretically, speed 3 should be
2, 4, ready.
13 knots. Okay. Not the best time to be using that as an example, because, I mean, really, the waves aren't even rough. So, other than potential damage to our engines, which I don't think we got, I think we're sitting pretty. I'm not sure why we're only going 11 knots. Regardless, doesn't really matter. Anyway, guys, let's just kick that out a little bit. Keep ourselves well out of range of the RAF if we can, and I'll see you when we get to Dakar. Alright, so we made it to Dakar without issue. We've got a full load of torpedoes, excuse me, a full fuel tank, and we've got our course set to take us right into the middle of the Atlantic Air Gap area of operations in the Central Atlantic. So, look out! Middle of the ocean, Guntram von Boppenberg is on his way. That's pretty much about it. We got the 2 promotion points, but there's nothing we can spend it on. Our morale is at 100 out of 100. Our leadership's out of 100 out of 100. Our crew efficiency is sitting somewhere in the 90s, which is good. We can see morale's doing pretty well. Torpedo guy could use a little bit of a boost, and the radio guy could probably use a bit of a boost too. But I mean, you know, poor Wolfram here. His brother died on the Bismarck. I don't know what could be done to help him. Even Huckle's sleeping concoction probably wouldn't be what we're looking for. So we're headed out to the Central Atlantic, and I will be back when we get there and got some targets to shoot at. See you guys in a bit. Alright, so we're here. We're set up. I'm trying to figure out, based upon the geography of this operational circle, where the ships are going to be coming. We had a couple contacts coming out of Freetown, but they were sticking pretty close to the coast of Africa still. So I'm working under the assumption that these ships are coming up, excuse me, perhaps from Kapstadt there, and then up through Jamestown and Georgetown through that way. What do we got there? Is that a little submarine? Possibly some U-boats also operating in this area. Makes me feel a little more comfortable about my positioning. So if it is indeed coming in from Georgetown, let's just take kind of maybe something like that. So I would sort of expect to see convoys right around the middle here. We'll see if that actually holds true. But let's get into a position here, actually like that, and then we'll just follow the line down like so. And when we get there, we'll drop down and start doing some hydrophone scans. I think that'll be the way to do it. Bright sunny day in the Central Atlantic. Isn't this better, guys? I know, there's no snow, there's no ice, there's nothing. It's warm, it's clear and blue, and we could go swimming if we wanted to. That would be nice if they added that in the game, but I'm not going to complain that they didn't. This is a U-boat sim, not a vacation sim. So, yeah. Gonna get myself into position, hopefully find ourselves a target. More than one target would be, of course, preferable, and hopefully we'll have some things to sink in the next time I see you. So we'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so I've been sitting here for a couple days, and not a single thing has come through. So, reading this description, they do mention convoys in the vicinity of Freetown have been reported as increasing in number. So, I know convoys are coming through closer to Freetown than this area of operations. I'm going to go see if I can't sink at least one ship, preferably a convoy, and then we can see
new waypoint, course 287.
If that's going to count.
Course. New waypoint, course 292. Half speed ahead.
Thank you, gentlemen. If that's going to count for the Central Atlantic supplies, or if it might just be better to head up north and work this area over, because I know the convoys are going to be coming through there. But I'd like to be in a slightly different theater of operation than the North Atlantic all the time. So, that's our plan. I'm just going to get my ass on deck. Up you get. Excellent. It was a beautiful, calm, smooth day. You know, the wash is looking a little dirty. But yeah. Sadly, not a thing in sight. So hopefully our luck will be better the closer to Freetown we get. Anyway, I'll see you guys when I've got a contact. Alright, so we got ourselves a convoy, and as you might be able to notice, seas are looking pretty rough today. So let's just check these guys and their speed, a whopping 5 knots. One thing I do want to be a little bit cautious of, that.
Depth under keel is 43 meters, Captain.
Okay, well that ain't nothing. We can survive 43 meters under the water. So we'll get ourselves set up. And in position
Current depth
to sink these mofos.
Meters.
Thankfully, they are moving nice and slow. So we should be able to get ourselves
Merchant moving fast. Closing. Bearing 41. Long range.
into position. Nice and close like that. Now, this is where it's going to get tricky with these stupid waves. Let's zoom in and really have our vision obstructed by the water. Tiny convoy, about 6 ships. We know we can sink all 6 of them. Come on, give me my periscope, please. Thank you. There we go. That ship right there. That's the one that I'm going to be taking my first shot on. And as you can see, we've got a long time to go before we get into torpedo range here. Do have it on speed slow for the torpedoes. Unfortunately, they are the steam ones, so, you know, we don't have much of a choice. Or we don't have any choice. We get what we get. Dakar had to supply us with steam torpedoes because that's all they had. Or more likely, that's the last loadout that I selected.
All stop.
And in... Oh, let's warm up the warhead.
Firing
And
tube
Los. That may not be the greatest shot in the world. Next target. Yeah, you see, what we're going to need to do is get into a slightly better position here. So we'll be able to get all 6 of these ships.
347.
Let's
Returning
zoom
to flight.
that out. And hopefully that guy gets a hit. That is a completely different ship. Let's pull that up. And... at least I think it's a different ship, is it? I shot at that one, right? And that's not a good sign if I can't keep track of the ships that I've shot at. And these are small enough, one torpedo should do the trick.
Firing tube 2.
Alright, so that should be those 2 taken care of. Let's
Target
move on
Tracking new target.
to that one. Yeah, I have a feeling I shot twice at that ship. Oh, well.
Torpedo impact.
Yeah, that ship's definitely going to get hit twice. Well, it's good. It looks like that first shot didn't technically kill it. They certainly know we're around now, though. So we've got to just keep ourselves cognizant of that.
Firing tube 3.
Well, these guys are so little, I doubt that they have
Tracking new
much in the way of anti-submarine warfare, to be honest with you. I could have sworn that was the one I shot at. Lesson learned. So that guy, I think...
Target marked.
Let's see if I can't sort this out. Well, that's definitely going to him. So that'll definitely be a killing shot on this guy.
Torpedo impact.
Alright, and now let's just quickly bop up. Didn't change a thing as far as the mission counter is concerned, which is a bit of a letdown. But it does make me think going after the rest of this convoy is really just to boost my ego. And while I do like a good ego stroke every now and then, you don't always need it. And we are working on a time crunch too, so that's something to consider as well. Although we got plenty of months to complete this mission, so it may not be as time crunchy as I'm making it out to be.
Torpedo impact.
Yeah, there we go. Another hole in a ship. And they got a long way to go with a hole in their side, so that's good. But as far as taking care of the rest of this convoy is concerned, I don't think we necessarily need to do it. Let's just confirm that has definitely not moved. Let's drop down the periscope and just disengage ourselves from this craziness. That's 2 ships we sunk. I'll take it. I just wish it counted towards the mission. Alright, well,
2, 1, ready.
I think what we're going to do is just head back to this section over here.
Contact, merchant, moving fast, moving away. Bearing 148, long range.
Hang out for a day or two in that region, and if we don't get anything by, I was going to say the beginning of September, but if we don't get anything after the first, couple of days in September, we'll just head up north to that location and start sinking our convoys. So that serves me right for trying to find a new location to have fun in. Anyway, I will see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, well it's September the 5th. We have had no contacts down here. So I'm just going to go ahead, get rid of my helpful little drawings. Just to keep the map clean. There we go. And we are going to head back up north to the air gap off the coast of Iceland. So I guess that's kind of new territory. It's just, not really as exciting as I hoped it would be. We've got about 70% fuel and we've got 8 torpedoes. So I'm toying with the idea of stopping in Dakar, but I might just push for resupplying in Lorient or Brest, and then heading out there to do some more hunting. We could probably get there direct, and do some shooty things. It's just, this is, yeah, I mean, I guess, we could see. That'll put us right in the middle of the operation area.
Half speed ahead.
Which, if we take a look at it, we want to just kind of get a little bit higher up
New waypoint. Course 60.
to get on that direct route, which should, yep, smack dab in the middle of that circle. I likes it. All right, so we're just going to head straight north for that. We'll see how the fuel holds up. I'll keep an eye on it as we go. I might have to veer off and go into France to do a little bit of refueling. And then, yeah, we should have no problem of finding a convoy up here. Of course, now that I've said that, we're not going to find a convoy until mid-November and be really crunched for time. That's okay. We can deal. Oh, that is a bright sun. All right, guys. Off to colder waters. We'll see ya in a bit. All right, so a couple of things. One, I have the worst timing ever. As soon as I turned around and started to leave this area, well, not as soon as, but shortly, when I got up to about here, we got a contact down in the mission area. So patience is a virtue that I just apparently don't have. We're sitting at about 50% fuel, and we're here just north of the Azores. So I'm thinking the best bet might be to just turn into France, resupply, refuel, and then head up. So we can do things the right way, right? Now, what is going to be the easiest harbor? Brest is looking worse than Lorient, if I'm honest. But I think the easiest one to reach is going to be Saint Nazarene. Let's make sure I'm not going to be running into anything. That certainly doesn't look like it. That is good news. So we can just pull in like that.
14.
We should be clear. Get a nice turnaround. And bam, we'll be off to the North Atlantic. So that's the plan. I will be back when... I'll probably be back when we refuel. If not, when we get to the mission area. See you guys in a bit. Well, after a lot of hunting down in the Central Atlantic not hearing anything, this is a beautiful sound to hear. Well, what makes it even better? We got a ton of ships. Let's get back to that unknown contact. Come. Come on. Oh. Not really able to mark these guys, which is frustrating. But we know they're down there, and we can kind of see the direction they're going. So, Benno. Oh. Benno.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Total
sorry, I
revealing.
can't
You can't do that right now?
Jawohl, Herr
Can you
Kaloin.
reveal hidden
I'm
enemies?
sorry, I
You
can't
can't do that right now. Okay, whoops, that's very nice mini-map. Okay, well, we know that they're there.
New contact. Warship moving slow. Closing. Bearing 226. Long range.
Let's just see if we can't... There are a lot of destroyers out here. But no merchant vessels, it's looking like. Which has me a little confused. Still,
New waypoint. Course 2, 3.
escorts have to be doing something. They gotta be escorting something.
3. All stop. We're approaching our final waypoint.
And it is the North Atlantic. So I'm willing to bet. Yeah, look at the seas. What a beautiful day. So I doubt we're even going to be able to see anything from up here. Indeed, we can't see a thing. Let's plop that back down then. So these guys have to be doing something. Something tricky is going on here.
New waypoint. Course
Let's
352.
see if we can't get their attention.
All stop. We're approaching
we
our
get their
final
attention?
waypoint. Depth under keel is past safety depth. Depth
That
under
should
keel is past safety depth. Depth under keel is past safety
Get anyone's
depth.
attention
Depth
who
under
happens
keel
to
is
be
past
listening.
safety depth. Depth under keel is past safety depth.
I am kind of regretting my decision for all the reports I receive. But I don't even know if they're really going to be investigating. They're kind of just spinning in circles. So perhaps there was another U-boat attack. These things do happen. And that would explain why they're freaking out. I think
New waypoint.
we'll just
Course
go... what I've done here
171.
basically
Returning
is
to course.
I've
Half speed
given a
ahead.
rough outline of the convoy lines and of the circle I have to operate in. So hopefully everything there is hunky-dory, and perhaps we can come across a fleet that isn't just spinning in circles, you know, not really doing anything. These guys are so close, though.
All stop. We're reaching course end.
Perhaps it's just like a warship pack?
New waypoint. Course
I don't know. Let's see if we
22.
can investigate a bit more here. Every time I get close, they run.
Returning to
All stop.
course.
Yeah.
We're reaching course end.
Not worth it. Not worth it. Let's go for something
New
bigger.
waypoint. Course
Alright, guys. I'm
17.
terribly sorry that was a
Returning
false
to
alarm.
course.
Hopefully next time I got something that isn't a false alarm. See you guys in a bit. Sometimes you just need to be a little persistent and patient. I'm learning that today. So, to the west
New contact.
of...
Warship moving slow. Moving away.
Crazy
Bearing
group.
290.
We're
Long
picking up,
range.
as you can see, an awful lot of transport ships.
New contact. Merchant.
And I
Moving fast.
just want to see where
Close.
they're going.
Bearing 340. Long range.
The bit of a concern I do have is our battery power is draining. So what I think I'm going to do is
All
just
stop.
stop that, get
All
rid of
stop.
that,
We're reaching course end.
and make sure that this giant mass of freighters is going to be coming near. So we can see those guys are basically heading off in that direction. And they're still a ways out. Now, I should be safe enough in this horrid weather to travel on the surface.
Surface the boat.
to kind of get here. The only thing is,
New waypoint. Course 50.
I'm going to lose out on my sonar contacts. Correction, hydrophone contacts. Doesn't look like it really matters. We've got a target here.
I'll stop.
Let's get rid of that.
We're approaching our final waypoint.
Would you
And
like to
there
plot
should
your course?
be
0 meters.
Maybe a search pattern?
a few. So let's get that periscope up. Probably pointed in the right direction would be helpful. And let's see, we know, thanks to the mini-map, that there is a red dot somewhere there. And we just can't see it. This weather is going to be playing horrid tricks on us. Oh, I saw a lock somewhere.
Tracking new target.
Oh, there we go.
Closing tube 3.
Flip over to the proper tubes. Yeah, let's get ourselves a
Slow
bit
speed
closer
ahead.
here and
New
just
contact. Merchant.
keep an
moving
eye on
fast.
things.
Closing. Bearing 317. Long range.
make sure
Target marked.
we are a long way out. So perhaps driving right for them isn't the best idea, especially when it looks like we won't have a problem getting a lock on these guys. My big concern right now, I guess, is the escort ship, but we should be able to dodge that bullet. And oh boy, do we ever. Okay.
Target marked.
First target of the day. Get ourselves nice and ready. F12 is doing nothing at the moment, so no warming up of the torpedoes. That's okay. Los. We'll start with that guy. Now, it looks like we got another guy over there, and critically, another guy right back there.
Target marked.
Who we might be able to get a nice shot off on, provided this ship here that is closer doesn't get in the way. So we'll see. That is going to be hitting momentarily.
Torpedo impact.
Boom. Wish I could have warmed that sucker up. Sometimes, though, you don't always win. Alright, this shot is going to be on 3, so it's a bit of a more difficult shot. And difficult in the sense that it's going to be far easier for these guys to avoid it. Pull some evasive maneuvers now that they know we're here. Come on, get close. Get close. Okay. And get close and los. There we go. Let's pull this back down to speed 2. See if we can improve our situational awareness a bit here.
Moving fast. Constant distance. Bearing 8-5. Long range.
8-5 long range, so I'm not that concerned. Hello. I bet we can hit you. Oh, and these are T3s too. Okay, let's cut our engines.
I'll stop.
I mean,
New contact. Merchant moving fast. Closing. Bearing 339. Long range.
we should be okay, just sort of like taking a blind shot here. Something like that.
5.
Should be good. I'm guessing, of course. Let's see, what torpedoes have we got in the water? We got one going there and one going there. Both look like they're going to be good hits. So, this guy will probably be first. Don't obscure my view of the explosion wave.
Torpedo impact.
You kind of did. So we got 2 more hit. There we go. Getting a sense of things. 1 is down. So let's go check our mission. Oops, no, that's of course completed. We got nothing. Okay. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Alright, well, let's just keep looking for targets. Get our front tubes up. You're on fire. You're probably going down. You're a ways out.
5.
Yeah, let's
Tracking new
see.
target.
You. Nope. We're going to have to do it on slow. That's okay. We can take a slow shot. Maybe we'll kick up our speed a little bit. That is the direction we are headed. And maybe put it up to 3.
New contact. Merchant moving fast. Constant distance. Bearing 47. Long range.
And this guy's pulling some sort of fancy maneuvers. Okay, let's cut our speed.
Stop.
So close. Oh, come on.
Target marked.
And Los.
3. Los.
Alright, have we got another? Can we
Tracking new target.
put a spinny shot on you? We can. And you're coming in nicely into range. I do appreciate that. And
Firing 2.
Los.
4.
There we go. We'll drop that down. And take a look. Oh, that's... Yeah, I guess that was the one I was shooting at. Right?
Torpedo impact.
Beautiful. Another big hole. Makes me happy. And then I think this guy down here... Coming in on a green one, so, you know, neutral. And I think it is this guy here. Armed, so it's good we're taking it with torpedoes. And... anytime now.
Torpedo
New contact.
impact.
Merchant moving fast. Closing. Bearing
wasn't.
358. Medium range.
2. 1. Ready.
As big of an impact as I was hoping for, if I'm honest, I would have liked a bigger explosion. Unless that wasn't the ship that it hit. Who knows? Regardless, I'm a little concerned. You can see my circle may not be perfect, but we're well within the mission operation. We've definitely got one ship sunk, so unless these are massive amounts of ships we need to sink. Or I've got to go back down to Freetown. One of the two. I'm not exactly sure. Unsurprising. But yeah. It's gonna be a
New
pain.
contact. Warship moving slow. Moving away. Bearing 99. Short range.
Periscope
Radio damage, sir!
Oh. Oh dear. Those are doing damage. Deeper, deeper, deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper.
Task force sighted. Bearing 163.
How badly? Oh,
Periscope repaired.
just scratching the paint. That's fine.
Radio repaired. Turn depth to
We'll get
0 meters.
nice and deep. So nobody can touch us. And since these ships aren't counting towards the mission, we're not going to use up any more torpedoes. We'll just let them sink. Fare thee well, Sherman tank. Oh, you split, and now a part of your ship is on top of you. What an impressive torpedo shot. To pull off a kill like that. Guntram has some skills, ladies and gentlemen. Although, of course, everyone already knew that. Most skilled U-boat captain there ever was. That guy's got a nice big hole. Should be sinking.
New contact. Merchant moving slow, moving away. Bearing
Although-
157. Medium range.
With these bigger ships, like, I'm not sure one torpedo hit's gonna really be enough to kill him. But, at the very least, we've done damage, and doing damage is almost as good as killing. This must have been on the other side from the rear-facing tube, and indeed it was. Big hole there. Good, good, good. We've got some of our torpedoes coming back up. Of course, destroyers... Oh, excuse me. Destroyers looking for us. But they're not going to find us. Ooh, delicious water. And nothing beats a swallow followed by a hiccup. That's really comfortable. Alright, well...
2-2. Ready.
I think what we're going to do is just let this convoy pass, and then go back down south. I was convinced that this would be a surefire way to get some points. I mean, unless that first ship wasn't a British ship, and that's why. Which could be the case. It could be based upon the markings, and since this isn't 100% British, this convoy, then perhaps that is the cause of our problems.
New
So
waypoint.
just
Course 66.
You can go
Returning
ahead.
to course.
like that.
And I'll stop.
Oh, we got another one down. So let's check
New
the
contact.
map.
Warship moving slow.
Whoa.
Closing. Bearing 241.
They are getting
Long
close. Did that count? No, it did not. Okay. Give me periscope. Thank you. Spin that around to forward facing. Oh, well, I mean, I guess it helps if we
Periscope
get
depth.
up onto the surface. Alright, let's just take a quick spin around, see what we can see. We probably got some destroyers out there
Target marked.
looking to get lucky.
Closing tube 5.
Really? We got no shot on this guy whatsoever?
Closing tube 1.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, well, we don't really have a shot on that guy. Which is unfortunate. Oh, hello. We've got somebody coming right for us.
Tracking new target. Closing tube 5.
I know what everybody's gonna say. Don't take a shot straight on at a destroyer.
2, 3. Ready.
Hush now, let me do what I do. You are moving away from us? I don't understand. Right? That is that
Target
ship.
marked.
And I mean, it looks like it's coming right for us. But it is going backwards.
Target marked.
So that's a thing. Let's see. Can we get close to a 2? No. So we're stuck on a long 3. But we could still take the shot.
Tracking new target.
I'm kind of tempted to just sink a destroyer, though.
Tracking new target.
It's been a while since I shot one of them. Ooh, this is actually lining up perfectly. Scratch that comment on sinking a destroyer.
2, 1. Los. Target marked.
We'll sink a freighter before a destroyer. Because that's kind of our mission. We gotta make Donuts happy.
Tracking new target.
We're getting close to this being a thing. I think. Speed up time a little bit. Not really. We could probably shoot behind and be okay. let's see.
Torpedo impact.
Hey! I like shots like that. What we got?
Tracking new target.
It's fun when you don't even know what you're shooting at anymore. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Let's not do that.
Tracking new
Really like to get this guy. Just because he's so far out.
target.
Los! Alright, well, no matter what we do, we're gonna need to do some serious
Tracking new
resupplying.
target.
Like,
Target marked.
and that destroyer is still just
Tracking new
sitting there.
target.
We have a task force inside. Bearing
I don't get it.
304.
Our rear tube is up. So is there anyone behind us we want to shoot at? That
Tracking your
guy is
target.
presenting a juicy target. So let's go with... I'll zoom in. Probably missed a shot now.
Firing
Nice.
tube 5.
There we go. Hopefully we'll get him. And we got one more torpedo left. Anyone in the Royal Navy want it? You're going to have to present a very juicy target if you do. Like that guy right there. He's just sitting there.
New contact.
Him.
Merchant. Moving fast. Constant distance. Bearing 314. Long range.
Tracking new target.
No, is it him? No, it's this guy.
Tracking new target.
He's just sitting there. Not doing anything. I don't understand. Oh. That could be why.
Ship sighted. Bearing 3.
Alright, well, I do believe we hit a destroyer. Good news. I think I was aiming for this guy. Because that guy is definitely still mobile.
New contact. Merchant. Moving fast. Moving away. Bearing
Alright, well-
4. Long range.
I feel a bit better about my life then, knowing we've taken one more destroyer out of use for the Royal Navy.
Torpedo impact.
Oh, that was a hit. Thought you could get away? Did ya? Where's the damage? There it is, right up front. Alright. And it certainly sounds like we've got the interest of somebody. But where? Where are you, destroyer, hunting me? There
Target
you
Task
are.
force sighted. Bearing 320.
Man, I'd love to have a rear-facing tube up right now. Sadly, the only torpedo we've got for that is in our external reserves, so that sucks. That being the case, I think
Tracking new target.
let's get that up. Increase the speed, maybe? Oh, yes, we will increase the speed. Alright, we'll fire off this torpedo and then go deep. Because we need to go deep. And... ready...
New contact.
steady...
Merchant. Moving fast. Moving away. Bearing
Los!
4.
That's probably going to be a miss,
3. Los.
but that's okay.
God damn it.
Let's get our periscope down too. Yeah, you thought you saw us, did you? You older ship. I've sunk your kind before. I'll sink your kind again.
Torpedo depth.
Yeah!
Current depth 30 meters.
Let's just check on things. I think we're going to be okay from those depth charges. We're doing just fine down here. 30 meters under. Where was that? There it is. Just want to check on this guy. It is a Royal Navy ship, which is good. And it's got a big hole, which is how I like my Royal Navy ships. Because it's not a Royal Navy ship. It's a merchant ship of Britain. Alright, well... that's that for that. 2 more ships added to our tally.
New contact.
3 more
Warship
ships added to our
moving
tally.
fast, moving away. Bearing 3.
I'm a glutton for punishment,
8.
so I'm just going
Short
to check
range.
again, and it's nothing. Okay, well, we're going to let this convoy get out of range, and then I'm going to surface so we don't lose out on anything. And then in the next episode, we'll head back, resupply, and then head all the way back down here. Hopefully sinking something when we get there that counts towards our mission objectives, and not just, you know, counts towards our pride objectives.
New contact. Warship moving slow.
So come on, guys.
Moving away.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Alright.
Bearing 154. Long range.
Probably safely get up to periscope depth. Take a quick look around, see? The weather should be covering us nicely, and I highly doubt that that last destroyer on our screen will turn around to come get us. It is on fire. Well, we got some on fire out there, which is good. Maybe it'll sink, although not if I surface and save. Alright, well, I think we're in the clear. So let's go ahead and surface the boat. We're on the surface. Let's... There we go. Don't close on me. Good. It didn't. Alright, guys. Well, I think I'm going to leave the video there for today. Thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Map. Location. Issues. Alright. Yes, we will exit the game. Look at those kills. Pushing a total of 1 million tonnage, which is an insane number for this time frame. Alright guys, thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.